And today we're reacting to why people regret their tattoos in 2025. Hey, as a man with plenty and many tattoos, I have something that I wouldn't say that I regret, but I wish that my brain was completely developed and I got just a better one and I had more finance. I'm over here getting tattoos by the crazy prison man in his crib that can't stop talking about the relationship that he had while he's tattooing a horrible bird on the back of my shoulder. I hate this tattoo. I just wish I could get it redone. You know what I'm saying? But let's get into it. We can talk more about it when we get into the video. Put to the stream. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 5, 6 p.m. Let's do it.
I regret
Good
my
God. This right here gotta be fake at the top. She's gotta just color that in with like a pen or something. Just for like clickbait. There's no way you got Kevin on your forehead. Like you got a lot of questionable, not very well done joints, but Kevin on the forehead, there's no way, unless you were an established trillionaire, there's no way that you thought to do this.
So y'all think y'all having a bad?
Unless Kevin could have saved my whole family lineage, and Kevin wouldn't have got that tattoo at him.
Today, I just went and got this tattoo for $200.
literally.
Yeah, see, then that's what I'm talking about, bro. When we like tattoos and stuff like that aren't meant to be 200, bro. They're not. That 200 tattoo thing, I thought that was cool when I was 18, bro. No, my tattoos now with my guy, every session is over 500. Every single one. I just started getting my chest done. I just sent him 700. It's not even done. I got like 2.5 more sessions I got to go to, and I sent him 700 for the first session. I don't want any tattoos that is cheap, bro. I don't. That's just I hear cheap in tattoo. That's like hearing cheap in haircut. Like I don't want it. I don't want that.
One of my biggest regrets in life was getting my chest tattoo.
So recently I've come across some videos on my For You page with many people talking about regretting their tattoos. I made a video a while ago on this channel talking about people not getting hired because of their excessive tattoos. So I thought that this would be an interesting part 2 to that, because the current job market is definitely one of the reasons why people are regretting getting them, along with some other.
Yeah, because getting jobs is already hard as is. I hear. You feel me? I didn't start doing this until I was like, okay. Like I already was the type of person to have all eggs in one basket. Like my brain moved to like, okay, if I don't commit fully to this, then it can't be that. I know if I fail at this though, that I can pick myself back up. That's the type of person I am, but I'm gonna put everything in this. Once the ball started rolling and I was getting real money, I was like, okay, bet, let's do it. You feel me? I can get on here and this is why I could do this forever now. Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? God willing. But I wasn't at Amazon. I wasn't gonna go crazy. That's not happening.
Is that we're
Because I didn't know how my life was gonna pan out. Who knew if I would have to go corporate on?
gonna go over today. We're also gonna be looking at some of the money that's laid out to get these tattoos, and then even more when they try to get them removed. We also have some comments from you guys from previous videos, so if you want to be featured on a future video, leave it in the comments down below. But let's just start off with a few quick clips of different forms of regret.
Is anyone else like so embarrassed of the tattoos they got in their teenage years?
Yeah. It's the teenage years, bro. Like, again, and I'm gonna let the video play. But again, if I was one of them teenagers who was getting a lot of money, I would have some bullshit. I just want y'all to know. I would definitely have the Baller's Life tattoo with the wings on the side. Talking about hoop forever. Like I would have some sorry, cause it's too much. Like you just having money. You feel me?
Because like I'm humiliated.
2 years ago today, I got the dumbest tattoo ever because I was told and advertised that the ink would fade within 9 to 12 months. Real needle, real ink, all of that stuff, but the ink was supposed to fade. So
What?
decided to get a chicken on a skateboard. It has now been 24 months.
So y'all think y'all having a bad day? I just went and got this tattoo for $200, and went to realize the dude put it on backwards.
Oh! This is what you get paying that. And it's not even a good, like, well done tat, bro.
Words. So now I can only read it through a mirror and people can't see it.
Okay, so that last one could be scripted, but I think all of us have come across the compilations on social media of just terrible tattoos like that, misspelling, tons of different mistakes, so I probably could have made a video in and of itself with just those tattoo fails. But the other two clips talking about them getting it at a very young age, you're allowed to get it at 18 years old, and by the time you're 25 or 30 years old, you're most likely a very different person than what you were.
Absolutely.
Along with it being very popular to get a tattoo, something that's supposed to be permanent, you come across a lot of videos like that. And the other one with the semi-permanent tattoo, I guess it was only supposed to last a year, but still used a needle and ink, not going away after 2 years. But we could look at some of the comments here. I just got more, so I can't remember which ones I'm embarrassed about. Okay then. My cousin got a heartogram tattoo.
That's real though. Like, not even necessarily about that, but it's like, let's say you came up getting bad tattoos, right? I done seen people who got bad tattoos started getting their life together and got situated and was like, instead of doing the tattoo removal, they just got a bunch of good tattoos around it, so it just seems as if they got a bunch of good tattoos. I somewhat did that. I feel like this one, if I got bad tattoos, it's this one. And my girl didn't like the one that was right here, even though it's like, all this is like covered now. One day I'll show you when it's officially done. But it's like covered now. She didn't, she this is my first tattoo on my chest when I was 18. It's not bad, but she didn't like it. But this one right here is bad, bro. If I had my shirt, bro, you can tell by the tail, it's bad. Everything else, you know, but I just put it all with a bunch of good tattoos. And every time I go anywhere, people are like, yo, your tattoo's so crazy. They don't even notice that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm with that.
Because she knew I wanted one. She wasn't even a fan, and I know she regrets it. The thought process in this video is going to be very interesting.
Am I the only one that regrets getting tattoos? Don't get me wrong, like, tattoos are cool. Like, I have nothing against tattoos. I just don't like mine. When I think back to the time to where I got the tattoos.
So young, bro.
Just young and doing anything.
Young and dumb.
The stars, the butterfly. It's just... ew. Like, when I look at it now as a 29-year-old, I'm like, ooh, child, a ghetto. I've even looked into like tattoo removal, but I feel like that would hurt worse than me just trying to like get a tattoo to cover these up and make them better, if that makes sense. For anybody that sees this that doesn't have tattoos but thinking about it, just know that they're on you forever. Yeah.
Okay then, well, newsflash, tattoos last forever, but she did talk about trying to remove it and the pain that goes along with that. We'll get to that.
I'm not doing that. I'm not getting them removed because that does look painful. I'm not
a
doing
little
that.
bit later in the video.
And it's so many
talk
sessions
about these types of topics, I always get comments like this. You are the most boomer zoomer I've ever seen.
But and that's okay. Like, I can respect this this middle-aged white man's perspective for sure. Because it's like, he's speaking that real. I remember hearing certain things like this from older people. Older people, when you're young, when you're 18, bro, 80% of the time they're right, bro. They just are. They live the life. They understand. They know what it is. Now, sometimes they not. But, bro, they know what they're talking about. For real.
Because at least in my opinion, you just kind of have to admit
about how
that
many
your
times they were
parents
right.
or the older generation were right about some things.
Look.
I get it. I was the same type of way when I was a kid. I never ended up getting tattoos, even though I wanted to around high school. I don't even remember the ideas that I had to get. I'm glad I didn't pull the trigger on that. I don't really have much against tattoos. They're just not for me. But one of the other things that I wanted to get when I was much younger, and also getting really into hardcore music, is that I wanted gauges. Nothing like insane where they're huge and they're like hanging and it's really annoying, but still probably enough
but
where the
you wanna,
earlobe
though.
would not go back to normal size. And in the end, my parents refused, so I didn't get it. And honestly, that was the right decision.
Yeah, good. Yeah, shout out your mom and your pops, bro. That gauge thing, that would have been one you would have been, especially how I'm seeing how you are now. You know, I don't know, you're just my first time seeing the video. Great video already. But I could already tell you would have been sick about them gauges, dude.
And it's not even like I've changed taste in music. I'm still into hardcore, but you just end up growing up and changing your opinions on things. Yeah. Another one, when I was 16, 17, 18, I didn't want to have any kids. And fast forward to now, I would like to have 3 or 4. Basically 180'd on that entire situation. And there are a lot of TikToks that are in the same realm. Unfortunately, the old people were right when they said I would regret my tattoos. I want them off. Moms are always right with this woman getting her tattoo removed. removed. My mom was right, unfortunately. I should not have gotten Pinterest tattoos as soon as I turned 19. When my brain finally fully develops on a random Sunday at 26 years old, and I suddenly regret ever getting tattoos. When you got a bunch of bad tattoos at 18, but now you're 30 and regret most of them, put a finger down if you spend tons of money on a full sleeve in your early 20s just to hate it 4 years later and spend even
those aren't very
more money to get it removed.
Those aren't very well done.
Because you didn't listen to your mom. When you were just getting tattoos to just get them at 18, now you're 21 saving up to get them removed.
Thankfully, when I was 18, during my moment of my tattoos that I don't like, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's it. I was able to get away with 5. This whole section, if I could, this to this to this, no, not this, to this, and this. If I could get that redone, I would do it. But I got so much body. I got a whole another arm that's gonna be hard. You feel me? I got the neck. All these is well done. Everything. I'm all right. But if I had money, I'm telling you, it would have been sickening, bro. I would have looked crazy.
We could just keep going on and on, but I think you guys get the gist. We could look at a couple of the comments. I want my thigh tattoo gone, but it's huge, and it's going to cost so much to laser it off. No tattoos before the age of 30 is my rule. That's honestly not a bad rule in the slightest.
Not a bad
tattoos
rule.
aren't for everyone, 100% true. Sadly, it was a trend when
I would say before 25.
I got them done, and now I regret it. That's just a crazy sentence to hear there. Now we'll go over to another one that I had no idea existed. I don't know why people would do this in the first place, but apparently you could get tattoos instead of using makeup.
Nah.
Don't get your eyeliner tattooed.
Nah, lady, what? Come on, man. This is like when dudes be getting a fucking hairline tattoo, bro. I saw somebody come in the the corner store the other day. He had his hairline and some hair tattoo, like it was a fade, but he had a Nike check as a part. You know when people get that part in their hair, he put a Nike check.
Someone who had it tattooed like 10 years ago, it looks hideous. This side looks okay. That side?
Twacking.
Oh my god.
Twacking.
I just regret. It does not go away. They say it goes away in a couple years.
Why do you believe? Who
the
believes
underneath
that?
ones did. They went away like instantly, like within a year. But the top, God, I hate it.
Again, I didn't even know it was a thing, and I don't like any of the stuff with eyes. Like, I would never get the LASIK eye surgery. I'm completely fine with contacts and glasses because of that. Just looking at her eyes with the tattoos make my eyes water. I really don't know how anybody could do that. I would be completely fine putting eyeliner on every day instead of a tattoo. Again, adding on to the possible removal that it's like a semi-permanent tattoo.
Imagine putting your laser on the You probably blind yourself. You probably can't even do that.
I guess that's a thing, but here's some more comments. I hate my tattooed eyebrows going on 5 years. I thought it would go away too. So glad I was too broke to get this done when it was cool. I mean, so was I. Still, unfortunately, made this mistake, so you could probably add that into the credit card debt videos that I make on my main channel. Couldn't afford it, but still ended up doing it and regretting it. But even though this next clip wouldn't actually happen because I bet there'd be a whole ton of outrage, there would probably be a good amount of people saving their money and their regret if they followed this rule.
I full-heartedly believe that they should make the legal age to get a tattoo 25 because I should not have been given the privilege at the age of 18 to get something on my body for the rest of my life because now I have a sun and stars on my back, I have a palm tree on the side, and I have a live free right here. Like, let's be so for real.
I believe that there's been research done that your brain doesn't fully develop.
He should have put some niggas on here. Now, niggas, they might not be, you know, trying to be real about their situation. He did show one black lady, but he should have put some black men on there, show some of their tats. You gotta flame some niggas, bro. Don't be scared, bro.
Around 25, even though you're a legal adult at 18. So that kind of goes in with the decision making. And I know you could do whatever you want. It's your choice. But this has just become an increasingly common video that I've seen online. We have a comment from one of you guys. Not having a tattoo is today's nonconformity, going along with the previous comment we saw where tattoos were a trend. Everybody was getting it. And it's basically flipped what it originally was. If you had a tattoo way back when, it was something very taboo, very weird to have. have. And now it's pretty uncommon to see somebody who doesn't have any ink, but we could go over to some of the prices. And of course, we have somebody spending a ton of money on the financial audit.
When's the last tattoo you got?
Friday the 13th.
How much did all this fucking cost?
Like $12,000. And that's just
Tattoos are so fucking stupid expensive.
Do you have any tattoos?
No.
So $12,000 on tattoos, and if she's on the financial audit, that most likely.
Yeah, she's on financial audit. Buddy on there, he be cooking their head. Again, I wasn't getting tattoos until I started getting some in my pocket. Till I started getting money, I wasn't getting tattoos, gang. This wasn't happening.
I mean, she's in a heavy amount of debt, just adding on to her financial issues, but we could go over to a lot of people trying to get them removed.
Literally, one of my biggest regrets in life was getting my chest tattoo. I made a mistake as a teenager, and at the time, it seemed like a great idea, but now I'm dealing with the consequences. The regret is real. And although the pain is subjective, and I'm a big baby, laser removal is super, super painful. The closest thing to describing it is, it feels like you're getting snapped with a burning rubber band. Since this is my 7th round, my skin is pretty cooked. So I use
7th round, and she's getting a thick black ad. Oh wait, maybe she's not doing this part. She's doing in between.
2 hours before.
So 7 rounds of removal, and she still has that much ink on her. You know how long that's going to take, let alone the price of both putting it on and then taking it off? Another set of the comments, I regret mine every single day. The man just did a really bad job. I mean, that could be another issue.
That's the big thing, is when people, you just get, they poorly done. If you somebody that, I love tattoos, just wait till you can get it done by somebody you like, yo, I love this. It doesn't feel, not nothing. But it feels really good when somebody comes up and says, yo, your tattoos are crazy, bro. Who's your person? And you show them and you put them on and all that. Like, that's dope.
At a cheap tattoo or don't know the artist, you may not regret what you actually got, just the quality of the piece overall. And this isn't just a one-off video that I found. Come with me to remove my entire tattoo sleeve. A lot of videos like this and some of the comments here. People need to think long and hard about getting tattoos, especially young people. Even the original creator just said, thanks, Lindy. But overall, in the end, she was right, I gotta admit. OMG, I want to remove my right arm so bad. Why'd you get them if you want to get rid of them? Because our frontal lobes weren't developed yet. A lot of very similar comments, and we could see some of the current tattoo trends that I bet will be regrets in the future.
Yeah. What is a popular tattoo trend right now?
I've been doing so many like little pet portraits. Guys, pets are in right now.
I would say anything relating to...
I'm not getting my dog tattooed on me, bro. I'm just not. I love my dog to death, bro. But I'm not getting no pet portrait.
The ocean.
A lot of sharks, like so many sharks.
I'm always doing fish, whether it's like a big fish.
This is ass, bro. We gotta look up this video after this one, like most popular tattoos right now. We gotta look that up on TikTok.
Or like a little walk-in. I'm never not doing fish.
See what the black people look like.
Woodland animals, little critters like a mouse or a fox.
This is weak.
Lilies. I'm seeing so many lilies. Also,
okay, I'll be
orchids.
seeing that.
I would say red ink tattoos and flower bouquets.
What?
I don't know, this just adds into the trend. I mean, I understand if you want something specific, you know, maybe it means a lot to you, but if you're just walking in, picking something off the wall, or has something to do with fish or the flowers, stuff that these tattoo artists see a lot right now. It just seems to me it's not as special as it probably should be if you're getting it permanently put on your body, and you'll have a bigger chance of regretting it in the future. But we have a very, very extreme example right here that's on the news, and would have probably been pretty good to put in the last video about tattoos.
This British woman says she's unable to get a job because of her tattoo.
Ma'am, I wouldn't, if I was the manager at a fucking Taco Bell, you wouldn't get no job. Because you couldn't come in nowhere I was at and not give you no damn job. That's not to say you a bad person or nothing. You couldn't come into the damn homeless shelter and get a job from me, nigga. Nah, you're not, that's not happening. Because all I see here is you make poor choices. You make poor choices. If I see somebody walk in, they got tattoos like on their neck, or even if they got one on their face or something like that. Let's say it's really badly done. I see poor choices. Now let's say I see the same thing, but let's see it's beautifully done. I think you make your choices might not be the best, but they done well, and you care about how you look. This right here, so
Melissa Sloan is 46 and currently has over 800 tattoos and is still going. She claims she's addicted and continues to get 3 new tattoos per week. She says that because of this, she's been unable to get a job. She said that she even applied to clean toilets and was denied there as well. Despite all that, Melissa said that she'll keep getting tattoos till the day she dies. And even though she's ran out of face space, she's already added 3 layers of tattoos on her face. That does answer one question I had, like what happens when she runs out of space.
Yeah, you better do some Guinness World Record jump. Maybe they give you $2,000 for be the most tattooed person or something.
But now I'm left with so many other questions, like how is she paying for all these tattoos without a job? I think the solution here is DoorDash. I mean, they got DoorDash in the UK, right?
I don't know how you...
I don't even want nobody to deliver my food looking like that. What did you do to my drink? That's gonna be the first thing I say when I see her walk up to my door.
Get a full-time income off of DoorDash, but again, very extreme example. But if you watch any of my main channel, even here, talking about people getting fired because of their TikToks, the job market as a whole is an absolute mess right now. And no matter what, you're going to need money to survive paycheck to paycheck for some sort of rent, mortgage, a car payment. It's just how it is in the world. And because of how difficult it is to get a job with these corporations, you have to be picture perfect in their eyes. And if they don't like tattoos and you can't cover it up with a long sleeve shirt or something like that, it could really affect your entire life. Another comment from one of you guys, my daughter is a tattoo artist. Even though they're much more accepted than they used to be, some tattoos are referred by tattoo artists as the everlasting job stoppers.
Do you think having tattoos ruins your job opportunities?
Definitely.
Why?
Because there's a lot of jobs and a lot of judgy people that are employing people. I'm not the boss. I wouldn't care if you had tattoos, but doesn't mean the person in charge of the industry that you're trying to get into isn't.
And again, you go back to the 18-year-old, more rebellious phase. I get it. I was like that too. Thinking that you're the king of the world, you'll be able to get a really nice job, make a whole bunch of money, have a great life. And most people, especially getting out of college...
My partner, he just became a doctor. Congrats to my dog. He just became a doctor. But he ain't got no tattoos on his neck. He ain't got no tattoos on his arm. His chest, his stomach, his thighs... think maybe even his calf are blasted with, mind you, anime tattoos. He just knows, like, but when I'm exposed, this is what you can see. When it's not, this is what you can't.
With 6 figures worth of student debt are getting a rude awakening. So adding on to the fact, if you have a couple of visible tattoos that these businesses or companies don't like, it's just going to get even harder for you.
As someone who is heavily tattooed, I am telling the younger generation, do not get tattooed where you can see them. Don't do it. Because let me tell you, I gave no flying at your age. I really didn't. And I wanted to go out and just be completely different to everyone else and rebel against society. But as a 30-year-old now, I'm thankful that I am not heavily tattooed so people can see them. Because let me tell you, it will stop you from getting a job. Yes, that is discriminative, and I do not deny that. But
it is what it is,
first appearances do count. So please, do not get your neck, hands, and face tattooed.
Yeah, don't do it. I'm telling you, don't do it. I've been walked around as much like, you know, oh, your tattoo's hard. I be getting. My girl says she be seeing, I don't even be seeing noticing, but she'll see like an older generation, a old man or something like that, old woman. They'll see me and they like looking at me, they be frowning at me like, look at this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Don't do it. You gonna get judged. If you worried about that, don't do it. I'm not. Again, I have my own business. I have my own situation. My job don't stop because I have tattoos. You feel what I'm saying? I waited to do something how I'm doing until I got my situation right. You feel me? So until you get yours right, don't do it.
For the rest of your body. Think smart, think logically.
Thank you.
And just remember, you might not give now, but in 20 years' time, you will do. And I'm sorry to be the boring mum, but don't get a tattoo that you can see.
Don't do it.
Until you exactly know what you want to do and you don't know what you're doing in your 20s.
And I know so many people end up getting very angry online about this. I'll say it again, I'm not a huge fan of tattoos, but overall, I really don't care what you do. I'm just showing you guys some of the stuff that I've seen online with a lot of the regret and several different reasons why, on top of how much people are spending on the tattoos and then getting them removed. So if you truly want to get a whole bunch of them, that's completely fine by me. There are just consequences consequences now, especially if we're talking about your livelihood, income, your careers. Because at least in my opinion, this is not the time to be messing around in the job market. On top of the high cost of living, it is very difficult to survive right now.
I never thought I'd say it, but my mother was right. I had my first experience today that I never thought would happen, where I was turned down from a job because of my visible tattoos. Long story short, I live in Los Angeles and I was applying for a position as a server at a premium casual restaurant. Towards the end of the interview,
I would imagine they not going like that.
Says, hey, I would love for you to meet our back of house staff and get to know our chef and kind of get the ball rolling. And at this point, I'm very confident that I'm going to get this position. Again, this is a server position in Los Angeles, California.
Yeah.
Right at the end of it, about 25
Los Angeles is a place where you would probably get away with
minutes
that.
in, she asked me, oh, by the way, do you have any visible tattoos? To which I tell her yes, and I'm wearing a short sleeve collared shirt, so I assume this whole time she can see them. I don't know. So I proceed to show her my tattoos. My tattoos are these. This is one, and this is the other. One says anything, which is a matching tattoo I have with my.
But I thought this nigga, I thought this nigga had a whole joint. Oh!
And the other says keep the party alive, which is a lyric in a song of my band. Once she sees these, the vibe changes really quickly.
So you could probably guess that he ended up not getting the job, and I get it. It's pretty ridiculous because those are barely tattoos. He even talked about covering them up because you easily could with makeup, but still, that turned him away from getting that type of job. I'm not saying that it's fair, it's just the world we live in right now. So overall, of course, you could get whatever you want to get, wherever you want on your body as well. I've just personally seen a good amount of people around my age starting to regret their decisions that they made when we were all kids. So that's all I got for you guys today. Let me know what you guys think in the
Great video, man. Yeah, he's right, bro. He's right. If anybody's trying to make a flip, think about what you're doing. That being said, like the video, sub up, comment up, bitch, with your channel. I appreciate your care for that, bro. We gone. HD Lado.